Speaking of population control, see what I did there? So maybe that's why we shouldn't drink the water is because, well, let me just play this clip for you.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Was it a Freudian slip? I don't know why she would want to reduce the population, but this has kind of been something that we've been called conspiracy theorists about for a little while. As to why we would be sterilizing children, why we would be, why they would be pushing for abortion, why they would be pushing for all these other things. Apparently, she meant pollution. She wants to reduce pollution, but population size. I don't know. It seems like it was just a Freudian slip, and Thomas Massey said, "Are you the population she wants to reduce?" And that's true. Like, what is the population that she wants to reduce? And again, push this and co-opt this with the PFAS story that we just talked about, and you start to see, like, well, what is that? I mean, how are they wanting to reduce the population or the pollution? Are we going to reduce the pollution of the PFAS in the drinking water? Because they don't talk about that, and it's not really a national news story. So I'm just saying, you know, I just want to say, let me see. So here's another clip from the good old vice president from July 12th. I mean, she had a great week. If you watched Kamala Harris last week, she had a great week.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process.
Yeah, so they want to put you in the machine, right? So no, yeah, actually, wait, wrong one. Yes, they are talking a lot about climate change when they're talking about this stuff, because yeah, the population is dealing with climate change, but I don't take anybody who worries that much about climate change too seriously until they start talking about nuclear energy and they start talking about replacing plastic. Again, we're talking about plastics, regular oil-based plastic with hemp plastic, because hemp plastic is actually stronger than oil-based plastic, yet it's better for the environment. And get this, because it's made from hemp, the amount of oxygen caused by the hemp, the plants that it costs to make it, it's actually carbon neutral. So yeah, hemp plastics are carbon neutral to make. Imagine that. And they don't talk about hemp plastic because the byproduct is marijuana, is cannabis. And so you can't do that, right? So yeah, the machine is learning. The machine is learning. Yeah, I'm with you too. I won't really take them too seriously until they stop buying beachfront property. And Courtney, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that as well. I love the work that you're doing. So working with Shannon Bray in North Carolina, I'll give the shout out for you there as well. So thank you. But yeah, so that's what I mean is they remove CO2. So they take the CO2 and convert it into oxygen. So basically that's why it's carbon neutral, because it ends up the amount of like pollution that goes into the air from them making the plastic through like, machinery and all that stuff, it's all offset by the plants taking the oxygen or taking the CO2 and turning it into oxygen. It's all offset. And so if you really are worried, and I'm not a environmental activist, but I do worry. I do try to be as clean as possible because it's more beneficial. As we said, again, with the PFAS in the last story, we need to, be better about this stuff. And yeah, Chelsea, you are absolutely right. Hemp/cannabis plants are seriously amazing things. They make, not only do they make plastic and clothes, and they also make medicine. So I'm all for them being, they should be everywhere. And that's why they're working, like even here in Georgia, they're working to figure out how to do like hemp farming and stuff like that, because it's a major industry, but right now everything's running on oil. Let me see. So, but like I said, that was not the only slip up that Vice President Harris had this week. So let me see. What I will say, let's see. Here we go. Now I can't actually. All right, let's see. Share this. All right. One more from our
Well, I
great
think
Vice President.
culture it is a reflection of our moment and our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because it comes in the morning.
What does that mean?
We have to find ways to also express the way we feel about the moment in terms of just having language and a connection to how people are experiencing life. And I think about it in that way too. Well, I think.
What does she mean that it comes in the morning? I mean, this is typical Kamala Harris stuff though too. I actually don't think I can play it. Because I made this little reel on my phone. And if you realize it's streaming on the right hand side, it's the we'll see if I get copyrighted for this. We'll see.
Express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy.
All right, that's all I'm gonna play. Now it's the Veep soundtrack, because it is. I mean, she is. When art imitates reality, the TV show Veep was just a little bit ahead of its time. If you have not seen this Babylon Bee skit, it's hilarious. I gotta play it. I saw it.
Hi, I'm Oliver Bartholomew, and I'm 16 and a half years old, and I'm the speechwriter for Kamala Harris. My mommy and daddy say if you find a job you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Morning, Frank.
Yeah, hey, Oliver.
And my parents were right. Ever since I was little, I liked words. Writing words is fun, so I made writing words my job. Every politics person has a writer, like me, to make good words for them to say.
Space is exciting. Space, it affects us all. And it connects us all.
I got that idea when I was thinking about space and how big it is. Man, it's big. It's not all fun though. Sometimes I have to write about bad stuff, like war.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically that's wrong.
It's cool to see the words I've typed good actually get set on TV. It's fun. I like it. Once I thought it would be neat if Kamala wore a blue suit and told people she was wearing it. Because I like blue.
I'm a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
It's cool because the suit's blue. And it's the color of the sky. Where did I get my ideas? From all over. One time, I was on the school bus, and I thought it would be neat if Kamala talked about the school bus. And who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right?
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right?
I can't take all the credit, though. Me and Mr. Kamala are a team.
You know, like relay racing? You know, you race and someone passes the baton and then, right?
But she kind of is crazy or something. And she kind of scares me. And you can't fake that kind of influence.
Remember Venn diagrams, those 3 circles, right? And then let's just see where they overlap. I did inhale. What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
You're either born with it or you're either not.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day.
It's quitting time. I need to get home in time for Blue. See you, Morphic!
See you later, Oliver.
And that time is every day.
Phil Noof here. I'm a famous